All right, I'm back with my part 2 of episode 7. Is that the way to say it? I told you we review SVS in this video. It get a little rough. This is Battlefield. I'm stuck from the last video here. I did get zeroed, maybe twice. Yes, twice. There's your spoiler alert. So we'll get into what happened there. Good news is I was still positive on the event, but not by much. We'll get into that. I'm going to go over some Blazons. I think I'll try to save Blazons for the end. That way you guys can shut my video off as soon as I start talking about Blazons if you're bored with that. And I'm going to also show you, maybe I'll do it right now, this resource event. If you come up here, the consuming event, you will see it's mostly Speedups. What I like to do is I wait till the last couple days and I see what I'm missing. I'm always amazed how many gems I spent every event. It's like, I had that many gems. But when you win SVS, you get a crap ton of, like 1 million gems, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you guys want to see that. Let's see if I still have that. Would it be under event? I do like to buy these. If nobody bids on them, I buy them. I did get outbid on my source of life, which I now need. I think I spent like... I spent all my soul. I think I only had 6,000 or 7,000 coming in, which to you maybe that's a lot. So I don't like when people like fill their hospital just so they can use their soul for free, because soul for a trap is very important. So I always have my hospitals empty so that I can heal for resources and speed ups and not soul, because I don't want to rebuild those troops. So what do we get here? So there's 780,000. Was this even this? What's the date on this? This was the last one. So I got some soul back this way, got some refining stones, but those gems, I mean, maybe you guys like res too. I'm not needing res yet. When I go K35, I have like 70 billion resources saved up in boxes for when I do get to pop over to K35. It's going to be interesting to see if I have enough speed ups. I mean, I've got a ton, but I don't know. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I don't know how many research scrolls I'm going to need. I think I have a couple 100,000 of those too, but everybody says I'm going to run out. I have 20 billion gold. Everybody says I'm going to run out, but I plan on making a pretty good dent when I roll over to K35. So this is what I got for first place, and then there's another 250,000 gems that comes from something, I'm pretty sure. Here, I don't understand. These are from the same event. So this is for ranking first in the server war. But isn't that what this? Let's see. Your server has won, and you received the victory rewards according to your score. So So there's 2 different rewards. Basically, if your server scores, I think it's 12 billion points, you get more rewards for your whole entire server. So that's what this is. I think regardless if your server even wins, you get this prize. So the guy that won on the other side got this prize. The guy that took first place also got this, but it gets cut in half. If you lose, your rewards are cut in half for your entire server. So even if they scored 12 billion points and lost, they're going to have half of this. So that's how that works. So I got 1 million gems from that alone. So you guys all think I spend a ton. I know you do, because my VIP is 17. Well, I'm not an idiot. I have been focusing on VIP. I am an idiot. But I have been focusing on VIP 17 very hard, buying it through the auction, and it's very expensive, especially to get to VIP 18. So if you look at the top bar, I have 5 million VIP. I think it rolled over at like 3.7 million. My point is VIP 0 to VIP 16 or the beginning of 17 was like 3.8 1.7 million VIP points. So you basically have to double your VIP to get to the next level. So all the VIP I've accumulated through my entire career, I had to double that to get to VIP 18, and I really want it because I get another sub slot. After that, I don't care, but I'm really focusing on getting VIP wherever I can. I do like to build up my Monarch. I'm Monarch 38. I'm close to 39, but I don't like that my opponent can see that, because then they know that I'm not just a little K34. So that does make me a little nervous. But what was my point here? You guys interrupted me. I don't even remember. Let me focus here. What were we talking about before you guys brought up VIP? Oh, the consumption event. Yeah, jeez, thank you. I'm glad he reminded me. So the common speed ups, construction speed ups, healing speed ups, I wait till I get to the final 3 days. I go into my sub cities here. You're going to see they're built up pretty well already. I only want to build on my golds because I want to eventually get rid of these purples. So let's pick one that's at 28. I go into the buildings and I'll unlock it. I'm not going to unlock another one because I'll do it when I'm done. But we'll go ahead and speed up. I just hit finish all. It takes mostly construction speeds in. Now, I'm not using any resources. I'm just burning speed ups. I have a ton of speed ups. You get so many from monsters. I really don't have to worry about that. So I'll rifle through quite a bit. And I'll do this until when I come back, I'll go to my consuming event, construction speedups. Now I'm getting this free resources. I'll do this till I get all the way to the bottom. I don't know what it comes to. It looks like 250 million. I mean, I'm going to say 300 million. Not quite. 300 million resources for each type. Plus, you get some materials, right? You can feed your dragons. So why not, right? I have all these speed ups. I'm just taking the free prizes. We're getting quite a bit of lag today, so you can see that there. Then, when I do get all the way down, I will go back in and I'll start working on these common speed ups. I'm sure you guys know how to do this, but I'm going to show you. We'll come into here, we'll go into the buildings, and now I'm going to speed up, and instead of hitting finish all, I will actually scroll down to, I mean, you can see how many hours I have. I don't know how many 3.1 million hours divided by 24 would give me days. So anyways, I'll select on that and I'll just use. I'm not going to get picky and try to get down to the 15 minutes. So again, I'll speed up the next one. You can see I've done this because I've used up all my 5s and through 30s already. I'll just do this a couple times and show you where we get. All right. Get to the consuming event. Common speed ups. See how great that works? That's lag, right? You guys saw me do it. I'd have to reboot my game to get the... This says I've used 18,000 minutes. I feel like I've done that already. What do you guys think? I think it's lag. I think I did it. Building. Speed up. Oh, was I using constructions? I told you I'm an idiot. We're going to do a couple more. See, I had to scroll all the way down. See, now I could use 30 minutes, regular speeds. Scroll down. I'll go to 30-minute use. All right, that's enough. It wasn't lag. It was moron. That's what it was. Construction speed. There you go. So you can do this all the way down, and you're going to get another 300 million. So now you got close to 1 billion res every time this event comes through, and you're just using speed ups. So if resources are an issue for you, there's a way to do it. I'm going to move on. Let's go to SVS. I'll show you the results. Oh, did I give it away? I do have the glow. So I did take first place, but I wasn't lying to you. It was rough. And I'll show you why. Bear with me. So I did take first. The second player her name is Nighthawk. I do know how to read Japanese, so Nighthawk, and I can call her whatever I want because she doesn't speak English, so I'm sure she's not watching this video. But Nighthawk, let's just look at my score, almost 3 million. She was 2.5 million. Now we'll click on the icon that shows us how poorly you did. I lost. What did I? Well, I still was almost 700 million point positive, 650 million point positive. So I did better than I remembered. But if you scroll on to number 5, Nighthawk only lost half a billion points, but scored 2.5 billion. So she outgained me by a lot. If you just look at how much she helped the server and margin of victory, I think she only took one rally and then held some castles, and I don't know how much offense she had other than she took a couple big rallies. So she, I think, is K36, and I think she's like 3.5 billion, right? So I'm surprised they rallied her, and it took me so long to get them to hit me. But just to show you, they just pay you for your power destroyed because you're making people spend, and they don't really care how much you lose because you're going to spend. So they should, if it was going to be fair, point margin of victory is who they should consider number one. But because they're just interested in making money, they'll reward me over Nighthawk, even though she did way better than me. So let's get into some reports. I didn't go through this beforehand with you guys, so we're going to do this together. I do delete everything I can. So down at the bottom is where we started. So hopefully they don't watch my videos and they just see they started with a rally. They wouldn't even solo me. That's ridiculous. I'm a K34. Anyways, I got them to rally me. I did have some good reinforcements, only 3.5 million troops, but it was one player who's pretty good, Cuddly. I don't know if she is cuddly or not. I can't tell you. But her name is Cuddly, and what I want to tell you about this report is she had ranged troop, and they attacked me with mounted, if I'm not mistaken. And I am mistaken. They hit me with ground. That's interesting, because she had the wrong troop type. The reason it's interesting... Oh, I was wrong again. She reinforced me with an even mix. And she had more... Do I know how to read? No, she had range and siege. Okay, so I'd like to be rained with siege, because if I do my job, you don't lose any siege and you just do a lot of killing. And in this case, with her range, she sat behind my wall. She did a lot of killing. Unfortunately, this hurt me because I didn't get any killing on this. I know it looks like it from the report. You're going to have to take my word from it. After this battle report, I was only up like 250,000 points, and I was down almost 250,000 points. So I barely netted anything on this rally. Even though she only lost 16 million, she got almost all the rewards on this. She was up a couple 100 million and barely lost anything. I mean, you can see her wounded or next to nothing. And this is almost an 800 million power rally that we ate, and I just got 250 million points. I wasn't happy. It made me look like I didn't know what I was doing, but I did call off a range. You'd look at my wall general. That's what I had to do to get hit. I put Shajar on there. They would not touch me with Richard the Lionheart, and I finally got them to hit, and they hit once. So after that, why does it say, oh, I attacked somebody and lost? I was hitting a farm, and they threw in a march. Maybe it looks stupid. I hate it. Happens. So at this point, I am negative. I took an 800 million power rally, and I ate it. and I'm negative. Because of that stupidity I did there. But that's the first day. That's all the action I could get on the first day. Actually, my attack was on the second day. I only got one attack on Friday, and I spent all night playing. That's pretty depressing. I started to get a little perturbed. So I sat, to open the SVS, I sat in the hive unbubbled with Shajar, and they wouldn't even look. It was a joke. So on the second day, I started off with a bad attack, and now I'm negative. Looks like, let me see here. I'm trying to remember. I took this rally. Yeah, okay. I took off my assistant general. I sat in their hive, and this is a K-34. I sat in their hive all day while I was doing chores. I did the dishes. Yes, I do the dishes. Rarely. I was working on projects, and I would try to look at my phone every 5 minutes, and they wouldn't touch me. I put troops in their alliance city, and they had a beautiful alliance city, way bigger than ours as far as, you know, the footprint on the map. And I'm burning it down. I'm trying to make the measurement of their wiener smaller by what I'm doing, and they wouldn't rally me. Finally, I switched my name to, like, why are you afraid? And then is we need the chests, you know? So, like, I'm trying to get these guys to fight. And we were kicking their butt at this point. So they had nothing to lose. And then finally they rallied me at the end of the day. I emailed the guy. I said, we need the chest. They got the new orbs in them. So they rallied me, and I took this hit, and then I felt guilty that I kind of convinced them to play, and then I smoked them with Shajar on the wall and no assistant. So when I felt guilty, where are we here? Oh, they hit me again right away because they didn't want me to heal because they thought they could do some damage. So I'm down to 1.1 billion, and they knocked out some layers. I took another big rally, and they took they took $1 billion loss, and I took, you know, 3.25 million. So that's a big hit for me to take, but clearly I won. I'm happy with that. I love doing that. So I took those two big wins. I attacked him back, and I sent my subs. Don't even want to show you that report. I tried to get some points on him. It didn't end well. I lost, and I killed off my subs, but he hit me immediately because I ported, and he hit me immediately without my subs, and he finished me off. So that gave him, he was still negative, but he was talking kind of cocky after that. He's like, are you happy now? After he zeroed me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I am. I won on points big time, but yeah, I do have to rebuild, but you're lucky you hit me when my subs were gone. I had Shajar on the wall, so I got burnt, but I was still very happy with that. This took us into Sunday, and I went to church, and we were up big time. I came back, and we're losing. So then I had to get even more creative. That's when I started cutting down my troops. I went in and I dismissed a bunch of siege and anything else, all my a bunch of T1s that weren't mounted. I took a major haircut, and then it led to what is this? So he soloed me. Oh, I know what I did here. I sat in the hive, unbubbled, and I changed, you know, my keep and everything, and he thought I was somebody else. So he solos me. It didn't end, you know, hey, I gave up 100 million points to him. You know, it's not like I'm not giving anything back. I'm built so that you'll attack me. I'll give you some points. Maybe you think you can do better with a different troop type next. He hit me 3 times in a row with all different troop types. I tried not to heal. 1.2, 1.1. Yeah, so I'm down to 1.1 billion power. I actually did a lot better in that one. Should we see what he sent? Oh, I had reinforcements. That's why. Evil Wolf snuck some reinforcements. See, I changed my wall general and everything. I tried to look like somebody else. So when he sent mounted troop, we ate it because of these reinforcements here. So that was 3 quick attacks there. Now I'm really happy with 4 attacks. Now I'm really happy with my measurements here. Then they came in, these top 3 rallies, they came in and soloed and rallied and soloed back to back. So they were desperate. We were winning at this point by a little. So they came in with this rally. They sent in almost 900 million rally. They took a big chunk. We should look at this. So you can see my haircut here. I'm down to 1.1 billion to start. So I cut a bunch of troops out. And they took a big dent out of me. So now the second hit, well, let's see what they sent first. So these guys were K40s. I think they both were. I mean, look, that's a big T-15 march. He sent over 2 million T-15 ground. And his T-14 ground, look how many kills they have. So those grounds got to my well, that's probably the size of my T2 mounted layer. So they got to my T2 mounted layer, and so did the second guy. So they must have got to my T1 round layer. We'll look at that. They got a lot of kills from somewhere. Hopefully you guys know how to read reports. On the right column are his losses, hospital and dead. On the left column, the top number is how many troops survived. So you add that with the other column, and they sent almost 2.5 million T-14. But then the one underneath it at 38 million is how many kills they got with those troops. So these were pretty good marches. Let's see what my troops did. They killed my T-13 ground. I didn't have many left. This might be the second hit in the battle. Not sure. Just because I wouldn't have started with only 60,000 ground. Maybe my hospital was still full or something. I had all my ranged troops, and they didn't get touched. Isn't that something? They sent ground. They killed at least 70 million of my troops, and my range didn't get touched. And ground kills ranged when all things equal. So my range sat behind my wall and was able to kill. You can see my T-13 Siege. Why don't you have more? Well, they didn't get touched, and they killed a good amount for as few as I had. These ground got destroyed, got wiped out. Range, again, you get the theme. Let's not make this video any longer than it needs to be. Let's get down to that T1 mounted layer. If you really want to see something, you can pause the video as I'm scrolling. So my mounted layer, we already had the haircut, so I'm at like 150 million. Killed 5 million, but I lost 88 million. I lost half of my mounted layer there. So looks like I could use a few more flat refines, huh? Let's just back up here. So that's what they did. That was a big, good big ground mounted layer. 1.1 million is my power in that one. 1.1 million. Okay, so this is the first one in that battle. We just looked at this one. This is the one we were just looking for. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the second hit in the sequence. So this is when I was in the hive. First troop, first attack. And then I called for reinforcements. I didn't get any reinforcements for this. I didn't want them. I didn't think they would hit me if I had reinforcements. Okay. Then I screamed for reinforcements, and they didn't get there in time for this hit. Is this a rally? This is a solo. So I had no reinforcements. Claudio sent mounted. So he sent in ground, thinking he killed my range, without reading reports, because he wanted to do it instantly. Since they sent in ground, my range should be out. So he should be safe sending in mounted to kill my ground. That isn't how the battle mechanics worked. My range didn't get touched. His mounted got hurt pretty good. Let's see with my, let me back up. I am at 883 million power. So now we'll go and look at, you guys want to see some puffs, huh? Now we'll look at 883 million power. How much of my mounted layer did he take out? Oh, this is his troop, sorry. He didn't take out that much. You know, what did I have? 74,000, 74 million. He only took out 5 million of my babies, right? That looks bad, looks like a big number, but there isn't much there. I notice I'm missing layers. I do not have any T1 range left, and I don't have my T2 mounted or ground. So I'm very low on layers through this march. So he should have smoked me. I mean, I'm missing a lot of layers. We can go through that, but I got down to the bottom really quick. So I'm assuming a lot of my ground and mounted layers are gone from this rally. What I will do is I'll heal a preset just so I have, you know, 1,000 or 10,000 of every layer in case this happens. He hit me immediately, and I did not have any of that. Then they followed up right away. They, you know, Claudio hit first, and then Flurkin hit at the exact same time. So all three of these hits came at once. I'm teaching you guys how to beat me. So here, this is a big loss. He's probably really happy that Claudio landed before me. What did he send? It doesn't really matter at this point because I have very little troops left. He sent with a really nice ground march. So there you go. Now you know how to beat Jedi. I just showed you how to do it. If you're brave enough to play, that is how we did it. Now, I still won on points, but it was expensive. If I annoy you enough, that's the way to do it. All right, so let me take a peek how long this dang video is. It's not going to show me. I'll real quickly go into Blazons. I think I covered everything else I wanted to. I'm not going to show you attacks on monsters today. I'll do it on a different video using debuff generals. Real quickly, I'll go to Blazons, and then we'll get the heck out of here. So let's go to items. I'm not going to go in that way. We're going to go in through the barracks and stuff like that. This is my mounted troop, Blazons. The most important thing to do here is to have set bonuses. Mounted troops do not have a defensive set bonus. So I'm going to take you off this page. We're going to go to ground. If you look on the bottom, the sacrifice set, there's 2 sets for every troop type. There might be a third for something else. I don't know. I know of 2 troop types or Blazon sets. One is defending and the other is attacking, with the exception of mounted. Mounted does not have a defending. They didn't want to give us that advantage to these T1 traps because we're probably breaking the big spenders and they aren't happy about it. So for mounted, you just have attacking and against monsters. So regardless of that, you want to have a set bonus, okay? So for my mounted, my range, and my siege, I have all defending, although I think my range might not be set. Oh, it is defending. Okay, so you have these bonuses just by having one piece at level 1 in every suit. I'm getting these buffs, and they're good. You want these, and you want them on defending, and if you attack and you want to switch when you attack, fine, but remember to switch them back if you're doing what I'm doing on defense. I never remember to switch my Blazons when I'm attacking, so I don't know if anybody else is going to do all those hoops, you know, with Monarch gear and all that other stuff. It's hard enough to remember all that stuff and then do Blazons on top of it. So that's what you want to do for your sets. And then there's a couple things with Blazons that not everybody thinks about. So I like to have 2 defending stats. Like, should we go to a level 1? You guys know Blazons enough to know that star means it's a new bonus that I earned by getting to level 10, right? So look at the first 2 above the star. I have ground troop defense and defending ground troop defense. So defending is qualified stat. So that means when I'm defending and somebody attacks me, I'm going to get a little more defense. But if I'm attacking you or I'm reinforcing somebody, that defending stat doesn't help at all. So they're giving you extra defense, but you're losing it everywhere else. So it's almost better in a way to have 2 ground troop defense instead of defending ground troop defense. Especially if you hold temples and stuff like that. If you're reinforcing somebody in SVS, you're not going to have time to switch your Blazons. So you may want to focus on just non-qualified stats, right? We've talked enough about that in my other videos. Non-qualified stats are more usable everywhere else, even though you lose a little bit, right? It's worth it. So after saying that, you're going to see that I have a lot of defending stats, okay? So what I did with this Blazon is I took it up to level 10, and I got marching ground troop defense. So this doesn't help me at all, unless I'm actually really attacking and don't switch my Blazons. But I don't like this Blazon. I will not advance it anymore. So what I do is I try to find another one that has the 2 defending defenses, and then I'll try to take it up and see what my 3rd level is. Kind of like this big red one over here. Let's take a look at it. My first 2 were, this is a great Blazon. This is one of my best, okay? Because I took it up to level 15, I got 2 different benefits. Luckily, they aren't like against monsters or training capacity. I actually, when I hit level 10, I got ground troop HP, and then I got another one at level 15. So this is a great Blazon, right? And 3 of those stats are used everywhere, not just when I'm playing defense. These are added on top of the set bonus. So when I upgrade, you want to see what this one was? It looks like I got range troop attack, which is good, and then I got reinforcing range troop attack, which is trash. So I don't think I'll upgrade this one, but this is not my weakest link, so I'm still happy to have this. And then I'll work on some others. I don't know if I have one that I really want to work on. So here's my T11. T11. My level 11, you see my upper left-hand corner? That means that I took it up 1 level because I liked my new stat. So that tells me right here that this is a piece I want to improve on. So I will upgrade, and when I upgrade, what I want to throw in there is I automatically, if it says troop load, troop training capacity, if it says when reinforcing, or I forget the other one I was going to say, but you get the idea. So this one, defending ground troop attack and ground troop load. Troop load, select. I'm putting it on there. You go through every one painfully, capacity or monsters. If I see those words, defending and marching, those are 2 different conflicting measurements. If it said marching and marching, I might save this if it's the right troop set for down the road in the end game. I don't use it now, but I'll save it. This one I'm going to use, I'm going to burn because they're conflicting. Troop load, I'm conflicting. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm just going to upgrade these now. I'll get rid of them. To make this a little quicker, I'll go into my Blazon filter, and I'm sorry, you're going to have to watch me do this. So effective condition, I will just go say on monsters. If I'm really lazy, I'll do like in rally and reinforcing, but I'm gonna be lazy. So I'm gonna select those, confirm. Now everything here has been filtered to be one of those qualified monsters. So I should add troop load too. You know what? I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to cancel out anything. So what I could do right now is I could auto select all, and I can upgrade. I can auto select all because I'm only using monsters, reinforcing, and in rally. I think those are the things that we clicked on. So all of these things have those trash attributes. I ran short. Excuse me. So now I still need more Blazons to get my next stat at level 15. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to unclick these things and I'm going to confirm. Now all my Blazons are back, right? But I need to go through here and see if any of them have Troop load. What would that be under? How do I find troop load? Weight loading, which is ridiculous that they didn't do that, and training capacity. So anything with one of those is now going to pop up. So all these Blazons here have either training capacity or troop load. I'm not going to switch Blazons to Horde. So auto select, upgrade. My new stat is training capacity. Yes, I really needed that in case I ever want to train and mount troops. I won't advance this one anymore. I'm still glad to have it, because as you advance, you do improve the defending and the mounted attack. So I'll take it, but I am not going to advance it anymore. I don't have any level 20s anyways, so it helps a little bit, but I wanted it to be a lot of it. That's Blazons. I don't think I forgot anything on Blazons. Setting up the presets is a pain in the butt. I'm not even going to try to go through that right now. As far as how to set them, they are not user-friendly. They need to really advance this area. So I do not spend on Blazons. I don't bid on Blazons. I just take what I get. I'm sure I have some that I could still open. 14. Okay, I must have opened them all recently then. So that's that in a nutshell. I'll be back with some other things in the next video that you guys have been asking about, and we'll go from there.